Good morning, everyone, and welcome once again to our continuing live coverage from the 2016 Canadian Mixed Doubles Curling Championship. We are live at the Nutana Curling Club in Saskatoon, and we've got quarterfinals this morning. My name's Sean Joyce, Susan Lang with me at our broadcast table.
Good morning, and welcome, curling fans.
And Carrie Tarasoff running the control panel to my left as always, and we've got the birthday boy, Terry Hersicorn, running the hand cam. We're going to feature the game on sheet 5. It's the team of Rachel Homan and Mark Nichols playing against Jocelyn Peterman and Brett Gallant. And Susan, I know you always like to watch for these games where you've got the teammates playing against each other. We've had a few of the women teammates play against each other. I think this is the first time we've had a chance to see two of the men, and I happened to be downstairs before the game getting ready to mic up the players, and heard a little bit of good-natured gamesmanship going back and forth. They were trying to, they get to choose their rocks in this game after the coin toss, and I think it was Mark was trying to remember which color they'd had when they played on that sheet, and so Brett told him, well, you had yellow, and Mark was looking at us and says, no, we had red. so a little bit of good-natured stuff going back and forth.
Well, it's hard to miss your teammates when you're on the Brad Gushu team, as we do have 3 of his players still alive in these quarterfinals. Certainly understandable how the Gushu team has had such a successful year, as we've got to watch 3 of their players here playing in this different format, and you really get to understand how consistent these players are, how solid they are fundamentally, and how all-rounded their games really are, regardless of which position they play.
Shoot, sorry.
But again, a lot on the line here. You know, there's a Canadian championship here, and I'm sure there was some good-natured ribbing going on to the ice, but if this gets tense in the 6th, 7th, and 8th ends, because the loser goes home. And if nothing else, there's bragging rights.
Yeah, I'm thinking Canadian championship takes second string to bragging rights within your own team.
Wide open.
Top 8, top 4.
Looks all there.
Top 4.
Okay.
T-line. T-line. Well, easy, right?
First couple of draws here in this first end have been a little bit heavy.
Man, oh man, that is so fast.
I like the out turn. Just through.
Okay.
Just through.
Well, I was thinking last night, after watching all these games that we've seen since Thursday, just the consistency. You know, when you go out to practice and you just sort of pick a shot, like I'm going to draw 4 times to the button, out turn, how hard that really is to do all the time. Then you take your other turn and you try to put 4 rocks onto the button the other way, and the variations that you can get in your own weight. But the curling that we've watched out here at the Canadian Championships, how amazing their weight control is and how consistent. You know, we talk about a shot being a foot heavy. This is how accomplished these curlers are at control of all their shots.
Well, great control there from Brett Gallant. I think he said he was just a little bit heavy, but he's looking for back line. That was pretty close. Just squeaked by the guard and able to tap both of those reds out of the 4-foot area.
Can't bounce at all.
Peterman Gallant team did win the draw to the button before the game, so they have last rock here.
Don't want to touch it.
Why?
I don't want to roll off at all. Okay. I want them to be able to get under.
Run back.
Just an interesting exchange there.
Yeah.
On neither one's wrong, both are right. Just a matter of tactics.
I was thinking drawing.
Okay. Here.
Yeah.
Turn.
Quick guy.
Really fast.
Okay.
But again, nice. It's refreshing. They're not talking
My shot.
4.15 interval. They don't have anybody there to
Kinda like the out,
time
I've
their
seen
shots. They're trying to get
Shit on my guard.
speed of the ice into English words and not numbers. And we've
Little
noticed a big
Okay.
difference on that as compared to
little
when we
more.
were watching the Scotties and the World Women's. Is even though Jocelyn has her stopwatch there, they're not as dependent on it.
He's heavy. He's
and again, that was interesting to watch at the start of this competition. We were very familiar with Jocelyn Peterman here after seeing her Canadian championships and world championships, and the different routines you have to get into as a player. You don't have your two teammates flanking you as you're in the hack. You don't have the same affirmations that the Chelsea Carey team was very dependent on, and how quickly they've adjusted to playing under different circumstances.
Do you want to hit roll then?
And I think for the better, quite frankly.
Like that. I like the hit.
What? I like this.
Well, Brett definitely didn't get the
I like
line he was
getting rid
looking
of
for there.
something.
Wanted to get
Well,
across the face of
like-
that. It looked more natural from the in-turn,
playing
but
hack at this
you heard him
through.
say he'd seen the out-turn. You know it'll go both ways. Just a little strong again.
Yeah.
Stayed on the broom
Yeah,
side. And
throw
this
what you
is
think is back line, it'll be there.
What's that?
Throw what you
Left an
think is back
opportunity
line,
for-
it'll be plenty.
I
Yeah.
knew I was heavy on my hand. I should have.
look
I'll
for
be
Mark
able to
Nichols if
hold
he
it
can
with
make the
this
hit and
too.
flop on top. That yellow stone at the button will still be shot rock, but I think it's just a matter of time.
Give one more, right?
Peterman and Gallant in a little bit of trouble here this end.
Yep. Whoa, whoa. Yep. Whoa, Mark, whoa, stop, stop, stop. Gotta make curve, gotta make curve. All the way, hard. Hard, hard, hard. Sorry, Mark. I was close to ruining that. Like,
To sweep at the end to get that last little bit of curl, but he's lined it up nicely.
Oh, I know.
huh?
I think just freeze one on there, even if I'm a little short of it. She's running it back, but
Yeah.
This is one of the unique things about the mixed doubles. Here you've got last
With the
rock,
in?
and you're really
What do you
trying to
think?
place this stone in a spot where you can minimize the damage. You can see from that angle, it's a good view of it. That yellow goes between the port of the two reds at the back. Make contact with it anywhere on the run back. Four reds are going to sit there. Brett Gallant needs to get this stone into a position where it's not going to fly out
Mine's
either. He needs to be
Weight's
locked
good.
right on the face of that red stone.
top 8,
Okay.
top 12,
Mine's pretty good.
top 8.
Right down to it, left a bit of an angle. They said
Can I-
beforehand they
can I
knew that
do
Rachel
this?
was just going to run this
Touch
back.
this and roll off.
She's wondering if
I'm
she
just
can see
worried
enough to
about
just play a
where-
straight hit.
You're gonna leave it. I like the call. We got to get rid of the shooter, hey?
Yeah.
Kind of wait, hack or heavy
Back
hack?
line, and if I blow by it and I hit that under there,
Hate to nose it and then they draw.
yeah, but I don't think
probably
it helps them.
can't.
It doesn't
Yeah.
help them.
I think I like hack because
Okay.
back line and you hit it too thick, you roll it here.
Okay, and then if I'm
Down.
heavy and wide, I can hit
Like
this
this.
under there and at least gets rid of this, right?
That's never coming into play.
I just mean if all these.
There's nothing touching it. This has gone
Okay,
right through.
okay, let's
You
touch
don't have to
then.
worry about that back one.
That much weight, eh? Hack.
Hack, yeah. And we can use this at the end.
Okay.
Referring to the scratchier of the two brooms, you do see them switching their brooms around a lot.
His seemed to finish in there at the end. Now he's only top 8, but
Yeah.
like I'll be able to hold this today.
Okay. If I wreck the guard, still doesn't matter, right?
Well, not really. It's heavy. Lots of weight.
Let it come back. Yep. Whoa.
Heavy.
Let it
Has to get
curl.
by the guard first.
Whoa, Mark. Whoa. Stop. Roll it off.
Good shot. I
That's what sort of jumps out the most, the nose hit on the
Well, it's
red
not
into the yellow.
Not that tough, Joss. Like, you hit it anywhere on the. We hit this anywhere here to here.
Okay.
Yeah, there was some leeway.
Here.
I don't know if that hit.
We heard the discussion between Mark and Rachel beforehand. They were worried about where the shooter might end up.
What do you mean?
Don't think they anticipated the
How are you
red
making it?
squirting out like
Like
that.
really thin.
Well, it's going. It's just doing that. I think it might spin off, but it's only.
Okay.
Then this is shot.
Yeah. Oh, that's what I meant.
Yeah. Like this.
So looking for the nose hit on the guard, drive it straight back. She could be
Turn
just
you want to
a
throw. You don't even like
hair off to the
throw whatever weight you want.
right-hand side as we look
Feel it.
at it there and
Yeah. Okay.
drive the yellow
Just-
into
just about
the
being a feather on this side.
right-hand red
Nose is
first.
Fine. We get one. We nose it.
I'm thinking like middle of the rock with the out.
Okay.
Thoughts?
Yeah, or just like a sliver off the middle of it. You know what I mean? Like a sliver.
Well, that's pretty fresh, hey?
Yeah.
Do you think
It
I could
is.
throw middle? No?
Just like if it's past the middle, I won't be able to bring it back. It's just sort of hair high in the middle. A
Okay.
hair.
Sounds good.
Big shot here already in the first end. Facing two, looking for the run back.
Whoa. Close. Whoa.
Just
Gotta
needs to
curl.
come up
Oh.
a smidge.
Yep.
It's close.
Shoot.
Actually managed to squeeze through the two, but does pick up her single point, and they'll take the 1-0 lead.
You couldn't have got any more unlucky. Like you just.
Yeah, to get it
just
through
missed
there
that one
and
onto that one.
and not have the shooter stop or the raise stone.
Great throw.
Cool. Cool. Good curling in there.
What are the
One more look at it. He's just a hair off the nose, drove it into the pocket of those two and hit them almost exactly at the same time. It's just the
Good end
only
of
reason there
curling.
was enough
That's
room
pretty
to
fucking
continue
unlucky
through.
to squirt through
It's right
there.
about centimeter either
They,
side on the top rock there, and it's a completely different outcome. Still,
I didn't
considering
think,
what she was looking at.
Well, I knew it could squirt through, but you're running it back that long. It's like.
Wow, yeah. Like, well, you just like getting it in there. Like
Yeah.
you figure, like you got to hit it pretty perfect to squeak through.
Just missed the line call.
I put the broom down for the first one. It was so fucking sharp. It nearly jagged it out of my hand. Oh,
So Jocelyn bounces right back into the
That's
hack
good.
here.
What do you think?
Looking for the come around draw.
Ah, good force.
Maybe a little light, if anything. This is really fast. Mine's good. Good curl. Okay.
beauty, Joss.
Brings it right down onto the face of that red stone at the back.
Should be
So
all
these
there.
first
Should be all there.
2 or 3
Yeah, I'm
shots and
cleaning.
an end are usually
Don't
pretty
need to,
apparent.
tons of
So
room.
Rachel with no time in the hack. They've got 22 minutes on their time clock,
Bumping.
and
You gotta go.
that's where a lot of these teams keep that
Go all
time
the way. All the
zone
way, right
safe
to
in
it.
the sense that
Right
they'll
to it,
spend a
right
lot of
to it,
time
right to
discussing
it.
their shots, but they don't waste any time in the hack.
So bad.
A little strong on that one. Didn't get the same line, so bounces off, leaves a bit of a pocket. So like you said, Susan, these first few shots, they pretty much know what they're doing. There's a lot of jockeying around for position in the forefoot. Everybody's trying to get an angle.
Mine's good.
I'd say it's probably there.
And they can't remove anything.
Not
bad,
so
though.
You got room.
Becky.
the,
Room.
like your football team, the first few plays are pretty much scripted.
Quick.
Well, if Brett Gallant makes this one and looking to get it to curl at the end here,
Hey, good shot.
makes this one good and looks like he has. You
Get the
may
nose.
see.
Move it a bit.
Now they're just going to try to get onto the face of it again. Right now it looks like Homan and Nichols might be the team that has to blink first and try to do something. The angles are setting up against them early here.
Yep. Hard.
definitely got tighter line early. If he can get by the guard, he's got a great shot. Just rubs.
touches.
Still may get into some kind of usable position.
Rachel trying to finish up with a little bit of a hard curl.
Wait.
Same weight.
Rub was so thin on that he still ends up in a spot where Brett Gallant's going to have to do something with it. He's got room to get to the inside and just tap it by everything.
Line's good.
Little light.
Room, room, room. Got a curl, got a curl.
It's a little light. I think it's fine.
Got a curl. Got a curl.
Okay.
Touch the yellows on the way by, and
Get that through the
that's
hole.
enough to unlock them.
Yeah.
You didn't want to get inside?
Well, I just so much like weight. Like,
What am I trying to hit here?
don't think with this broom I could do it.
A third?
What's that?
A
Maybe little
third?
bit of
Okay.
I had it on earlier enough, but
Yeah.
So Sean, are they switching brooms like that now
it was good. I
to
was thinking,
So like it didn't matter
save
weight-wise
their
how far you
brush
got
head,
that, more
like
just get
no, I
it
know. I was
doesn't
thinking I'm bringing it further. It's coming in. I didn't think this was real sharp.
like they're saving the one brush head for the draw shots versus the hit shots?
Well, not so much. They're saving the one brush head so that they can actually influence the line. And because he was throwing a draw there, the brush he had actually in his hand was the one that he could use to drag it if he needed to.
Right.
So that's what he was talking about when he was saying he didn't think he could have made it curl that extra bit with that particular brush head. Nice shot by Mark Nichols to clear out some room in that
I
forefoot.
think we just make this. What do you
I think so.
kind of draw?
That's second.
We're trying to roll in too. So
Just
freeze
right
on theirs.
here.
Yeah.
On the inside, we can't get out. Jams over there.
Yeah.
Kind of weight are you throwing? Are you throwing like normal?
No. Good board.
Okay.
Shade more.
So looking for the hit and roll here. Could play the double as well.
Whoa, 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 whoa! Got a curl.
Where am I?
Got a curl.
Can't afford to be on the
Got a curl,
outside
got
of
a
it.
curl.
It's just enough and actually still touches the yellow, but does kill both reds. Now a bit of a pocket formed at the back of the 8
I don't
foot.
mind saving it because I could kind of be.
Yeah.
I think that's the call. Like. A shot.
Here we see the similar issue for the Homan Nichols team. Because of the nature of the shot that they're playing here, they switch brooms.
Line's good. Weight only. Yeah, line. Hard line. Really hard line.
We're there.
Hard. Whoa, whoa, you're by.
Mark Nichols getting outstanding curl in this spot. Had to go on both of his last two. Just rubbed the last one. Gets by this
Okay,
time
we're
and
just on a live stream.
comes to
no
rest
problem.
for shot rock at the edge of the button. Slightly over curled the guard.
I didn't have to sweep.
Okay, can you do that or just freeze
If you
on
want to
it?
do this, it's good, but. Yeah. Little bump.
I think we gotta throw the in though, don't we? Just freeze on it?
Yeah, okay.
Or you like the out?
Well, you can hit it and we're forcing them. Freeze, you might steal though. I like the freeze. It's just that.
Like,
Yeah.
if I throw the this is my first
Okay.
can get shot,
Sure.
can we?
Yep.
Or is that stupid? I don't know.
Thinking like.
The out and a little tap.
I was just thinking getting rid of it.
Okay.
Picking it. But if you want to freeze, I don't mind
No,
it.
whatever.
It's good. Might give him a shot for two, but I don't mind that. We might steal. Steal would be nice. Let's play the draw.
I
same path as you were throwing.
What do you think? I've got like a quarter of it.
Okay, yeah, let's play this draw. Right in the button. Same as you threw the other one. Same as your first one at the end. Follow behind me with that broom in case I need it.
Okay.
They're both so polite. Brett's first instinct was to hit. Jocelyn's was to draw. So Brett says, "Okay, let's play the draw." And then she says, "Maybe we should hit it." And
I know the interaction amongst
Yeah,
the teammates
it's-
here is
it's a-
entertaining. But instructional too. You know, again, all those small details. Brett indicating to Jocelyn, stay close by if they need that broom to impact the line of this shot coming in.
Mine's not bad.
Stay with me.
Got a curl. Go, 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 go. Go, go, go. Hard, hard, hard.
she's got a nice line coming in if she's got enough weight to get shot rock.
Oh, beauty, Joss.
See.
Great job.
I think you can make that.
See.
Come at you.
She's got to really over curl to get the.
Back 4.
Yeah. Or we play the out. I don't know if we can get the out there.
We got to paper this guard and then go hard to finish.
Yeah.
Well, based on the two that Mark Nichols threw, they know they can get some curl here. And even that one by Jocelyn
Same
Peterman,
weight
she
that I
had a
was
lot of
throwing,
room by the
just
guard.
foot less ice.
Yeah.
Just needs to move this stone about a foot so that her shooter could be second shot.
Back 4.
Clean it.
T-line. T-line.
Yeah. Whoa. Whoa, Mark. Whoa. Gotta finish it. Gotta finish it. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yep, go hard, go hard.
Room by the guard now trying to get the curl.
Hard,
Needs to get
Mark,
across
hard.
the face enough to bring it off that red stone, and we'll hit the red too thick. It'll be a steal of 1. Jocelyn Peterman, Brett
Need another
Gallant will
foot
take
less
the 2-0 lead.
What do we get by that?
So the risk they took there, they'll be happy with it.
Well, Jocelyn's first instinct was that draw, and the more Brett thought about it, you know, they could get into a possible steal position, certainly make the force that much more difficult. And as a result, with that beautiful draw from Jocelyn, Rachel had a very difficult shot there.
Well, and she had to
There's
throw
a
that
chance
little
you're
bit
not
extra
on a
weight
little
to
bit
move
early,
it,
like-
and with that
Oh.
weight, didn't get quite the same curl as Mark
thought it
Nichols
was
had
actually-
on his.
When you're at the hog line,
What
I
are
thought
they
you were
doing?
going to get it.
It's set up wrong, guys. Am I being an idiot or are they?
Sorry.
I'll get that. See you there.
Thanks. You're younger than me.
I'll get it.
They've got the 2 stones pre-positioned in the wrong order.
Well, it does get confusing out there. And
It
these
does, and of course, again, these 2 teammates, so both of them talking about the last shot, weren't really paying attention to what they were doing.
So that very nice draw by Jocelyn sort of makes up for
I
that
just wanted to
tough
see
break
it go
she
back
had
down
in
to
the
the other
first
end.
end
Would've
on
been
that
kinda
run
nice
back.
to have 2 in the 4-foot to start the end.
Okay.
You guys are too good. You don't need that.
There's that gamesmanship we were talking about earlier. Brett was saying if they could have had 2 in the 4-foot to start the end, that would have been good.
You might have to go hard.
You stall it? Weight's good.
Are you sure?
Unless you did something
Oh,
funny.
man. No, I didn't,
Weight on
but
yours.
really close. I was scared to get it going early.
How's the line, Josh?
It's okay. It's
You're
a
back,
little
back 4, back 8. No, no.
early.
Got a
Line's
curl?
good. Line's good. Good curl, good curl, curl, curl. Sorry, I thought
shot.
I really like
I thought
the
it was
feet.
great. Well, like,
Brings that
Would've
down to
been
the
like
face.
yesterday.
You know, after
Yeah.
a couple of stones thrown heavy in the first end, everybody seems to have settled in on their draw weight nicely. It's funny, we're on to day 4 of the competition,
Too
and
much,
even in the
too
first
much,
end, we
Mark.
heard Mark
I don't think
Nichols
it's heavy.
talk about how fast it was down this spot. It it hasn't changed. It's been lightning quick.
Very consistent ice, and from sheet to sheet. And with 8 sheets of ice, they had a lot of ice to figure out here at the club, but fabulous ice all week here. I'm still remarking, Rachel was still talking about her last shot, and she said she was scared to do something with it early to not make the shot. But even in the first end, twice when she was making her last shot, she'd said, so if I blow by it, if I miss it on this way,
Mine's good.
and then if I miss it up high. So she's got a lot of negativity and doubt in her shot calling here. And I'm just not used to hearing that from
Lots of room.
Rachel.
Yeah, weight's
I
good.
think the doubt on that one might have come
Little
from
light.
the first or the second stone of Mark Nichols when they actually feather rubbed that guard on the way by, and
How's line?
Got a curl, got a curl.
so that's where it came in. She didn't want Mark trying to make that rock curl too early. They might not have been
Right to
able
the
to hold
nose.
it.
It was a little wide.
She ended up with
high.
a lot of room by the
There.
guard, and they were hoping to get by tight.
But even a word, like the mental trainers, to use such a strong word as scare, you're not supposed to be doing that out there. Try to keep everything as positive as you can, because those negative thoughts start to
No,
creep up on
no.
you, and they do impact your
Hard.
performance.
Oh, it's way too heavy. Shoot.
Well, bumps off on that one, and probably left a double on the Reds.
Gilby. I think it's pretty good.
It's
Even
a
if
little
we,
thin on the first one to make sure you
little
get
thin,
underneath
come
your own
back
yellow.
here.
Yeah. Okay.
I would really hate to thicken going to here.
Yeah.
Like, quarter, you probably still touch the back.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Heel. Third.
Yep.
That was one of those ones, and we've seen it a few times. Brett Gallant was already down at the hacks, but when we've got some angles to look at here, came down to look at where the stones were situated in the house, and those tend to be the ones that work out the best, the ones where you're looking at the looking from the hack end and never see the angles. We've seen a couple of times where players didn't really realize what they had to hit to make the particular shots.
Curl hard. Hey, whoa, whoa, whoa.
This might be a little thicker than what they wanted. No, he's hit it perfect.
Left
Drives
off.
the two Reds out. Shooter comes to the back 4.
Oh, I just think I was in the hack, seeing that he was coming in. I was like, ooh, I think this is going to be good for us.
Maybe sitting where you said it would have been better than
Oh, well,
kind of
yeah, I
made
know.
a pocket. I was on board when he said it. Now.
Yep.
like
Oh,
what?
whoa, whoa. Right on the tee.
Yeah, yeah.
Really hard.
He's way off.
Hard, Mark, hard. We could tap this.
I have no idea. Hard, hard, hard.
Heard?
You heard
Yeah,
their
yeah,
questions
yeah.
from Nichols and Homan.
I was even thinking higher.
Trying to think,
Yeah.
that's probably the same
They were
stone
in
he
that
rubbed
line,
with
though, hey?
last end, and
Here.
Okay.
he wasn't a whole lot lighter
gonna
on
be
that
pretty
one than he
easy
was on
for
the
the-
previous stone, but
Him to get it
sure
going
curled a
in
lot
if it's tight
harder.
with the sweeping. If
Was
it's
trying to get
higher,
by that one into the pocket
Thinking
of the
like
yellows,
here?
the back of the forefoot.
We've had several games on sheet 5, and we can't see the rock numbers, but we know every team that's played red rocks out there has always talked about one of their rocks as being a little heavier, a little bit of a grinder, and just wondering if Mark hasn't found that rock.
I got to take one more look at that double. Brett Gallant, it was Jocelyn and Brett talking about it
Okay, you
while
got
Mark
room
was in the
right
hacks,
now.
that maybe they'd have been better off
Lots of weight.
to sit
It's
side by
where
side
you
or
wanted it.
roll right through. They were
It's like here.
not
hey.
realizing that we're going to
Yeah.
leave a pocket, but now with Mark's stone
line-
coming to rest
line
where it
would
is, you can't really get to that pocket. And Shot Rock has got a piece of the button, so they're just going to look to try to protect that a little bit.
Hard, 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 hard. Okay.
Oh,
Just like 20 or so
I
feet
threw a little
heavier
extra
than
weight
get to
because I was
here.
out, but
It's okay.
I way overthrew it.
Still, how do you score?
What?
How do you score if we're there?
And I hit on the next one.
Oh. You don't think they're going to throw a guard?
Sorry?
They just throw a guard.
And you run the guard in. That might be all you have.
Make the double on the back too.
And then what?
What's that?
I still can't score. I think if you can hit that nose and stuff that, I think that's our only shot, not this.
I think Mark was looking ahead to Rachel running rocks in, that if he does make the double on those two back yellows, yes, he will lose that back red, but it does give them the chance then on some sort of a run in on Rachel's to get rid of shot rock.
Still not the kind of situation you'd like to have shooting for one with your last one, so he's going to play the run back now and
Whoa, whoa.
might be able to clear
Mark.
up some room in the front.
Throw.
Just like that. That's probably the best he could do with that one.
Top four's pretty
There's
good.
a little bit of room now.
Okay,
Right there.
take the same
See,
ice I've been
Josh,
throwing
you're
there.
here.
Right to
Jocelyn
it?
Peterman
Here
will
it's
try to
fine,
take
you
that
feel
room
one.
away.
But if it's here,
Okay.
we get 2.
One more look at this. Drives the yellow onto the one in the 8-foot, and that's enough to clear out everything from in front of the tee line.
Even if you're there,
Yeah.
they got to draw here. You know, let's make it.
Isn't
I mean,
like top button ideal though?
yeah.
See where
top
Mark's
4.
shooter ended up.
Top
That's
four.
the
Top 4.
red guard
What
just off the center line now.
Pretty good, hey?
Yeah.
There
That's
might
fine.
be, the way it curls, the way it finishes, she might be able to draw just to the edge of the button around the wide in turn. Just depends here on how much of the 4-foot Jocelyn Peterman takes away with this shot.
What do you think?
I don't know.
That timed good. It's a little heavy. Stick with me, eh? For
Mine's good. Mine's a little tight.
think
no,
they're a
no,
little
no.
heavy.
No, no, no.
do we need a curl, Joss?
Yeah.
No.
Yep, 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 yep.
Shit.
Just a little bit warm and
Still not bad.
did get quite the
Sorry.
curl they were looking for, so
Draw.
it's left room for Rachel to get to the inside of that stone
Right
and
off it.
get her
Okay.
single point.
Just play the straight draw.
There's a good look at it. There's a couple of inches to the inside of that stone. Certainly, you know, it'll finish hard enough to get into that button area. She can afford to chisel off that one a little bit too. Just can't be on the outside of it at all. Even the nose would be a steal.
Mine only.
No, then. No, no, no.
Back 4.
No, no.
Back 4
Sounds
being the
all
weight
there.
call. They're looking to get to the inside and chisel in. This has got a lot of curling to do, and with that
Looks like
It's all
rotation,
there. It's all there. You gotta go. Gotta go. Gotta go.
trying to carve this one in here. Gets to the nose, but just the nose, and it's going to be another steal of 2.
She did get it to move in quite a bit from the top 12, but with that back 8-foot weight that she threw, there
Power play,
wasn't
Mark?
the chance to get the
Okay, what
finishing
side?
curl.
So it sounds like Homan and Nichols are going to use their power play here in the 4th end. Try to generate some offense. Down 4 now.
Is this the earliest that we've seen the power play, 4th end?
It might be the earliest we've seen it in one of our broadcasts, but I understand talking to a few people, there was a few
Yeah,
teams at times that have tried catching you off guard, so to speak, and using it in the 1st end.
Oh, really?
Is that
Yeah.
good?
Looks like it's the yellow could come a little bit, maybe not.
The yellow's got to go that way.
Oh,
Good. Yeah.
what do I know?
See the championship grid there. We've got all 4 quarterfinals on right now. Semifinals will be at 1 o'clock.
What are you thinking? Gonna play or just
Top 4.
top 4? there.
I think it's close, Josh. What do you think? Take some off?
Yeah,
wanna do?
maybe a hair.
Okay.
Oh.
I think they're going right on the button.
Oh yeah?
Sit a little bit. Just sit a little bit. Good.
Am I freezing to that?
I don't mind freezing.
Boy,
to that
Jocelyn
either.
is just drawing little X's in the house where she wants her rocks to stop and executing wonderfully this morning.
So Rachel Homan going to try to freeze to that stone.
Tons of room. Weight only, lots of room. No bounce.
Rachel has just that little bit more rotation than Jocelyn throws, and she's had a little trouble following her down so far.
Johnny, sit
You can see
here,
it's
you're
just
gonna tap
it's
it.
identical weight, but
Just freeze to the red.
bounces off a little bit.
Yeah. Little bump.
And again, this is where mixed doubles get so
Here,
interesting.
more.
You're up 4-0.
What?
Every fiber of your body is screaming, hit that red one. And you can't. You cannot remove that rock from play until the next throw. This is only the third
Still, I'm a
thrown
little
rock
tight.
of the end. And you can't remove anything from play until the fourth.
Still tight.
Okay, you're okay. Whoa, 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 whoa,
Back 4, back 8.
whoa.
Nose is good.
Pretty close. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Sorry.
This is good, I think. Oh, shoot. Just heavy. I didn't even think I was that
You
much.
hit like 3/4
They're
and
looking
roll
just to
to
tap
there.
that to a pocket, taps it to the back 12, and
Sure.
Make a little double.
leaves the double.
That side of the sheet
Either that or
is
we
still
can tap it and leave a pocket.
very, very
No, I think we
quick.
get to one.
Okay. The roll might jam though. Might
This
jam on ours.
roll, no, it won't. Need like half a rock.
Okay.
Just want to throw like board.
Okay.
I think Mark might have been thinking she was talking about hit and roll on the back one.
Gotta make it curl. Whoa, whoa. Whoa, Mark, whoa. Hold the line, hold the line.
Takes the hit, gets a slight roll in front of the
Go,
yellow.
go.
I'm just wondering if you can get them all.
Yeah. The
Looks like
forward
it's-
goes
Mark thought
here,
they
doesn't
could.
it?
I don't think so. I think it'll drag it across a bit.
Yeah, that's the question. That red,
Either
yellow,
that
are
or
they
you
too
just
close
nose, and that's
or
good
too
too.
far apart to drag?
Then they're hitting and rolling.
Yeah.
Let's play this. Half a rock. You think? No, you don't like it, eh? I'm just thinking if I hit 2/3, okay, we're getting that and we're getting that.
Okay.
What do you think?
Yeah, you like it. I think that one's probably staying in there somewhere, okay? Or no, I think you could get them all going.
Do you want to do this then?
I don't know.
Okay, let's do this. Probably smarter.
Like board?
Solid. Solid board.
I was kind of hoping Brett would play that out turn. I wanted to see if the angles were set that he could get all three reds to go.
Well, certainly, there was a
Certainly
couple of
that
ways.
back one.
There was a couple of ways you could get two, but
Throw the out.
The in?
Out, yeah. Right on the edge. Little less. Little less. Little less. Good.
Oh, gotta curl. Gotta curl, gotta curl, gotta curl.
I think we saw a little in out on that one.
Okay.
they were looking to get a cross-face roll over, but they do get
That was way more weight.
one red out, and he sits first and third for now.
Same weight.
Okay.
Maybe control.
So a little more?
Yep.
I thought I was across it a hair. That's why I stopped sweeping. Like,
Mark Nichols, another chance to play a hit and try to roll over towards the corner now
Yes.
for Peterman and Gallant. The nice thing here is that the Reds are all going to be grouped on that.
Mark, whoa.
It's the left-hand side as we look at it here. Well, shooter's got to stay, comes off of his own. Sits first, third, and fourth, but I'm not sure if any of those Reds are in behind cover. And
you know what? The shot's probably not even you don't even need to make the double.
No. Just this?
Same weight, like normal.
Okay. Probably make it with either. What turn do you want to throw?
We got room for the out. Hair more ice. Good.
Yep. Whoa.
Half.
Yep. Whoa.
makes the hit, comes across, does hit the second one, but now where's the shooter going to end up? Spins up and ends up for third shot, so a chance to hit and sit two, or they play the freeze and try to establish, maybe still have a chance for three here.
By the guard, didn't have a lot of room by the guard, do it?
No. Yeah, line. Hard line. Hard line.
We're there.
Wait only.
Wants to be right on the face of this.
Stay with it for line. Whoa, you're good. Should be nose.
Right on top.
Nice throw.
There is a couple of inches separation with a little tap.
In case I'm like just ever off nose.
Yeah.
Something for three.
Yeah, no. I mean, I think we can get it close with the sweep into nose.
Yeah, I guess. Whatever.
Not worth the risk. We'll be up 2 and they've used their power play, so that's be pretty good for us.
So a brief discussion about hitting it right on the nose, trying to stay in front of the red and, you know, kind of flipping the script here, but
Like, think if I
Jocelyn
throw
makes a good point. She rolls off the
couple
line at
inches
all.
outside edge?
Yeah, like
Could be a little tap for
third you wanna
threes.
hit, so
Just going to try to
I
pick
can hold
it.
it for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, just off the edge, thanks. Whatever you think. You see it.
And even if she blasts it out off of her own, can't be any more than 2. There's going to be a shot for 2 off this anyway. They just can't afford to jam it. That's the only thing.
Yep. Hard. Okay, whoa. Whoa. Got a curl.
Oh.
Well,
What do you think here? Same way we've been coming?
Yeah,
bit of a miscue there. They were looking to make sure
What?
they at least got rid of it, and maybe in trying to pick it clean,
Do you like bored?
forgot that first
Because
things first, you had to hit enough
Like
to make
your
sure you got it
control
out.
was like drastically different the line from your board.
Well, we were further out too, right?
Okay.
Like I just see coming across the line.
I don't think it'll curl.
Jocelyn
No,
must
your
have
outs
thought
are
she
an
had
open.
it the whole way down.
Just
It wasn't until
gradual.
it was just coming in over
board.
the
I can hold it.
hog line
Split
that
center
it
line,
didn't
that's pretty
finish
good
up
board.
for that.
Yeah, like
Wonder if Brett
the edge
just
of the
backed it
rock
up
on
that
the
little
center line
bit,
is fine.
because she certainly wasn't worried about it until about 4 feet in front of the rings.
So Rachel Homan with an opportunity here. If she can just
Heavy board.
remove this stone,
then.
stay
Whoa.
in the rings, she
Make
can
it come
pick up
back.
3.
Make it come back hard.
And
Oh,
she's
Mark,
worried about
whoa.
the line early. She was sure this would curl,
Clean.
coming at it from the other side. And you can see as that one starts to pull off the center line, does curl nicely up to the nose. They pick up their 3 and close to within 4-3 going into the 4th end break.
2 months premature and a heart condition. One might say I was born to overcome challenges. I searched for my place in this world, and I found it here. This pebbled ice is where I battle now. I have my sights set on the Olympics, and I will push hard to get there.
Look at you, sitting there eating crisps.
They're chips.
They're crisps, and that's a curling toonie, and you're missing it.
I'm watching it.
You should be there with your kin, feeling the cold of the ice, hearing the roar of the game, and drinking the cold, cold barley nectar.
You mean beer?
Barley nectar. Now get off your duff and live it live.
Curling Canada is home to the most celebrated series of curling championships the world has to offer. You've got to live it live.
Before there was ice, there was our hallway at home. I was always the shy, quiet kid who loved math. But when I saw math come alive in the geometry of the game, I found my passion and my voice. It's a game of precision, a game of inches. It's the equation that now defines who I am.
Welcome back, everyone. While our game is in the fourth end break, we'll quickly update the scores here on the other quarterfinal matchups. On sheet 2, just finishing up the fourth end now, and the McEwens, no choice but to hold them to a steal of 1. It'll be Emma Miskew and Ryan Fry taking a 5-3 lead into the break there. Our feature game, Jocelyn Peterman and Brett Gallant will take the 4-3 lead into the break. They're going to have last rock when they come back, and we heard them talking about possibly using their power play in the fifth end. On sheet 4, Crocker and Walker jumping out to a quick lead, and they've continued to do well against the defending champions. They have a 6-2 lead there. Park and Thomas will have last rock, and they're just setting up to begin the fifth end there. And jumping across to sheet 6 now, Team Saskatchewan, Marliese Kasner and Dustin Kaltoff with a 4-3 lead going into the break over Lisa Weigel and John Epping.
Marliese Kasner just made a fabulous, precise hit to pick up those 3 points and get them sort of back into the game here from the lots of spectators we've got here. I haven't been watching that game at all, but they said Kasner and Kaltoff have been struggling just a little bit, but big momentum switch there going into their fourth end break.
Well, that is the only Saskatchewan team left in the competition, and with us playing here in Saskatoon, we knew something good had happened when we heard all the applause.
We just need the angles, that's all.
Yeah.
We're missing the angles and bouncing off. But if we can stay a little higher and get the good angle, we'll be golden.
That's me angry.
Two teams just waiting for the
Nice
time
shot, Laura.
to go back in, and we're looking at the setup. They have not, they've chosen not to use the power play yet.
The same thing you've been throwing.
And I wonder if that might have something to do with the fact that it was 3 instead of 2. They were expecting to give up 2 there and talking about using the power play. Now that it's a little closer, we've seen teams perhaps save that power play till the 7th or 8th end if they can.
So with 22 minutes to start your game, you're looking to be at 11 minutes or better remaining on your clock to play these last 4 ends. So
I think it's pretty close.
no serious time concerns quite yet.
Close, Rach.
Okay, go ahead.
Nobody's used one of their 2 timeouts that are available.
Easy, Mark, easy.
Want to be too lit or not?
Keep going hard. Yep, go for a goal. Is that all the way there or short?
No, it's all the way there. Well, no.
See,
It's like top 4.
Just
I can
coming
still play the
back
out, though?
from the break, we heard Rachel talking about she just hasn't been getting the line. Well, she found it there.
And above the tee also, which is, we've seen some big ends develop. It's just so tempting to come into that back button one, back forefoot, but the teams that have controlled that top forefoot early have tended to put the most pressure on.
Good curl.
I just want to be on half.
Okay, really still got a curl though. Okay, no, line's fine. Oh. Whoa.
Curl and stop.
Rach, to the nose,
just
tuck
that
side,
little
just
bit of
get
a
to the
bump.
inside.
They were looking to
T-line.
put that on the corner and stay frozen.
No, just top 4.
Okay.
Just need to touch it and get to the inside.
Yeah.
Well, that just highlights what Rachel had talked to with Mark. It's just, they've got to line their angles up better. And there's case in point just how much a
Just top
little
4.
bump off can open up a big opportunity for your opposition.
Just top 4. Make
Weight's
sure it's
good.
here. Make sure it's here. We can
Weight's
touch
good.
it. Whoa, whoa line. Whoa line. Let it curl. Let it curl. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yeah, go. Go, 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 go. Bump it, bump it.
Gets to the face. They were hoping to get just a sliver to the inside.
Can I just hit it and get rid of everything?
What?
Can I just hit it and everything will go?
Brett coming down to take a look at the angles. I don't think Jocelyn sees it, but all 3 of those should fly if he hits about half a rock.
Or if you go there, he just does that. I think so. If you want to make sure we score one here. Quarter.
Okay.
It's a good view of it there. You can see he's got lots of that red stone available to make this play.
Here more.
Can't worry about holding the shooter on this. He's trying to get rid of all 3 rocks from in front of that T-line area and open up some scoring area.
Close. Yep. Yep. Whoa. Whoa.
Does move them all back. The one red does hang on for a bite of the back 4.
Same weight.
Sorry,
Well, that's not the worst thing that
No,
could
that
have
might-
happened.
That might be a usable stone for them.
What did I hit? Yeah.
Looks heavy.
It's good. It's good.
No,
to get
I don't
there.
think so.
Okay.
Didn't like the way those were. Too much.
Yep. Yep. Whoa. Whoa.
Thought it was tight, so I got up.
You're good.
Weight's real good.
Line's great.
Weight's real good.
Looks a little heavy. Gotta stop.
Just slides to the back
Could have swept
T-line.
it to keep it on the nose.
Gives Brett Gallant room to come down, sit on top of that. Probably has to move it about an inch to be shot rock. This is a long ways out there, and it sounds like Jocelyn has the broom with the
Really hard.
scratchier surface on it, so he had to wait for her to bring it out. Too late to try to get it to curl now. And it will slide by to the back of the 8-foot.
It's a little less weight, hey?
Yeah, you can sweep it.
Oh, you can.
It's all there.
Oh, yeah.
No, never, never.
Do
Probably
both.
better results.
Wait only. Lots of room, Mark. Lots of room.
Well, we'd end up sitting here.
Lots of room. Cannot bounce.
Yeah.
I think if you'd rather kill this.
Go ahead.
But I don't put that mistake.
Nice line coming into the rings. Would love to sit right on the face of his own. Sit 2. Gets it in enough to be second shot.
Make
A
sure you
bit
got
of
under.
separation there.
It's buried.
And according to Rachel, they can't see anything of it.
I think.
Let's run a little high.
Okay.
You're done?
Yeah.
Brett looking at both options for the double. He could come off that side one and maybe get the one off the button. But if you're off
He
the
just
back end of
rips.
that, your shooter still comes back, and that stone at the top of the 4-foot would still be shot rock buried. He's going to look to run it back.
So like come in and touch the 2. Sit right there.
Might be able to kill both reds. Hit it just right. Even if you can just get them both out of the front half of the 4-foot, he'd be happy.
Close. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Makes the hit, clips the stone, jams it onto the one at the back. So does stay shot rock, and as you can see, still buried.
Good throw.
Front half of the button.
The light's okay because this thing.
But at least it's now it's there. Rock if Jocelyn ever needed to use it for a run-in.
Let's just make this.
I don't know if you'd risk a run-in with all the red biters around at the back.
It's going to depend where this rock ends up on top of this red rock.
Well, there's some danger with any run-in. There's just one yellow back there. If you ever hit the run-in just
Like
wrong,
the top of the fourth, it's real good, hey?
Could be
giving
a
up
lot
a
of reds.
major steal, yeah.
But
I think you'll probably just need this.
No, I don't think so.
Probably gonna have to play the run again.
It's tight.
Thought it was there.
Whoa, then. Hard line.
so Mark trying to keep it out there.
Hard line.
Again, with Rachel's rotation, though, it won't go
Hard
quite
line,
as
Mark.
much as everybody else's.
Keep going, hard. Keep going.
Got room by the guard.
Yeah. Go. Finish.
Weight was a bigger issue on this one. It comes
Thought
up
it
a
was
little bit
there.
short of what they had in mind.
Okay.
Mark said he
why
thought
we're
it was
secret
there.
second.
It's only
That was
third shot.
Want to give her one? Give them one?
Pardon?
Give them one?
So, hey?
Really?
Other than that, you try the run double. When we take her on it, we're there.
And
Yeah.
that's what I mean.
Come on,
If I ever
quick,
touch that, it's all.
quick.
So let's save a few seconds here on
They
the
were a little
clock.
tight for time already, and really not a safe shot available to try to
Too
score.
much risk to play the run. That's good. Just away.
Well, especially when they're only sitting one. Jocelyn was facing two here. It might be a little different decision, but just opt for the tie game to go into our sixth end.
So just throws it away. It'll be a steal of one, and we are all tied up 4 apiece.
One.
I think that's my rock over there. Brett's colorblind, I think.
I could see just fine. Thanks. Here, trade it.
It's okay.
And I didn't hear any discussion of the power play there, so we know there's still one of those coming up. And also coming up, we will have semifinal action at 1
Never
o'clock.
expected Rachel's to come up short there.
Still waiting to find out
Stop
who
sweeping.
will be
She was in a real tight
watching
path,
in that
Mark.
game,
Like,
but we
That's
know
what, and that's what I
the
said.
game on sheet
like, I thought
4
it
will be,
looked
pardon me,
like
sheet
Seymour
5
Warren, what you've been
scheduled,
throwing.
and it will be either
the line of being
Weagle and
good,
Epping
spinner,
or
like,
Team
yeah,
Saskatchewan,
like spinner.
Kasner, Kaltoff
I actually thought
facing off against
thought you might have to get
Park Thomas
Well,
or
I think
Crocker
I'm up to
Walker,
the
and
I just wasn't sure. Like,
There were too many permutations in
There
there
were
for
too
me.
many,
I haven't
yes,
had enough
but
coffee.
I'm looking at the board. The defending champions, Park Thomas, have picked up a deuce in 5 to make that game a little closer. So really tough to predict who's going to make these semifinals yet. All 4 games very close.
T-line back 4.
15-2.
Back T-line.
No, then never. It's fine. Yeah, line.
Line only. Bump
Yeah, line.
We're to it.
Whoa, okay. In that path. Up to you.
Yeah, we're right to it.
Okay. So let's stop then.
Just stay right on it. That's
No,
all.
no. It's gotta curl.
Let's just do play them.
Okay, that's good. Nice shot.
Rachel Homan sets that first stone right on the face of the yellow. A couple of inches of bump back there. Jocelyn Peterman will look to follow it down.
How's line, Josh?
Hard. Over curling. Go. Hard. Keep going. Yep. Shoot, sorry.
It's all right.
Now just light on that one, and
Can't tap it.
Hey.
Here, Josh.
comes to rest.
Tap
It is
it's fine,
behind
we can
cover.
sweep at the end.
You take that one. It's okay.
But just about half on the front 8 foot, and gives
Killed it a little.
Mark Nichols a chance to come down.
Think we're there.
Sit another one on
Line's
top.
A little tight.
Line only.
Just clean.
Weight's good.
Yep.
We're there.
Whoa, then.
T-line.
No.
Back 4.
Make it curl. Make it curl.
Back 4.
Make it curl. Make it curl hard. Jesus.
Mark, not
Sorry,
sure what to
Rachel.
do with that one. You're kind of caught in between when you need on a shot like that. It's one thing to say you need to make
What do
it
you wanna
curl, but
hit?
the other side of it is
What?
you still
What do you
make
wanna
that rock
hit?
go further
Like a
as well, and he
quarter?
was already heavy.
Quarter?
1/4. I can't get that tight.
Can't?
Is half okay?
Can't.
And this is
Brett's going to
Brett
make his
coming
way down to
and-
see the angles.
and
They're
we've
looking
talked
for the double,
frequently.
but
We have talked frequently how
fine,
the
you just
angles
gotta throw it
do
hard.
appear
You
to
can make it.
be different from the hack
like-
versus coming down. And
2/3 would be great. Right?
Okay.
Hey,
You want
if I'm thin, I'm sticking behind the tee. If I hit a 2/3 or a thick half, I think I come up.
to? Okay.
And normally, you know, if Brett was playing second there with Brad, he wouldn't come down to take a look. But I mean, that's
No.
playing with a longtime teammate, and everybody's on the same page with the
Little
same
less.
weight. So a really good checkpoint for
I think
Brett
it's
to come in and
I think it's the weight that's the bigger issue. In a lot of cases, we see the female player
Yeah, really hard.
doesn't
really
always
hard,
realize
hard.
how hard these stones are going to be coming. Now, he was a little bit tight on the slide, tried to correct. Don't know whether
Okay.
he'll have enough to get it by. Does. Gets both reds out. Does move the one yellow back.
Just like a wee bit thicker, and
Yeah.
we could have been.
And that's right, that extra gear that the guys have in their game. I know I've gone out and played games with people like Kevin and Dan Marsh that can throw those shots without even, you know, it's just it's second nature. It's just that extra
Line's
weight
tight.
that you just look at the game
Line's
differently.
away. Yeah, line.
Yeah, Brett was talking about hitting 2/3 of that, hitting the second one on the top half and spinning up.
Mark,
And
whoa.
I'm sure
Make it curl, make
in
it
Jocelyn's mind, she's thinking, well, if you hit 2/3 to the first one, you're not killing the second one. But
And Jocelyn
with
plays
that weight,
with,
he could.
That's right. And Jocelyn's teammates are all big weight throwers. Chelsea Carey can
Back
throw
line,
big
Josh.
weight with the best of them, but
Back line.
Yeah.
the guys still
Little
have
more.
another
One more look at that as it came by, and it
super
probably on the
speed.
thin side of a half. Came right into the side of the second one. What he was looking for was to hit it a little bit
Line's
thicker,
good.
come to
Weight's
the
nice.
front edge of that stone, and
Close. Yep.
spin perhaps in front of the tee line.
Okay, whoa. Close. Yep.
So with Mark Nichols staying on the outside of that shot, there might be room to get in underneath here. He's by everything. Just gets to the nose, but that's enough to get it by all of the yellow stones and
Same
sits
weight.
4.
Yep. Nice throw.
I don't think I could get. A little heavy too.
You would like hack, yeah. Nice throw.
All right, one more, right? No.
Line's good. Yep.
Well, Mark Nichols made the tap with his first one. Needs that same tap back and wants to stay in front of the yellows here. This one's really curling on him.
Hard. You gotta rub off hard.
Not going to get by the stone at the top of the 8-foot.
Okay.
Line 4.
You heard Rachel wanted the rub off.
What?
Important to
Yeah.
get that so that
Line
they could actually
Yeah.
do something with that stone. If he leaves them
Really hoop to
hooked,
this end.
that side would be taken away, but they do have the red they can run back.
She makes that.
Could have probably
What
played
if
the
we
triple.
do?
Haven't made a draw yet.
What if we do this? Tap this to here.
Yeah.
Keep our shooter here.
Yep. I like it.
Okay.
I don't think we can give it that.
Top 4 weight.
Okay.
It's all line. Well,
Here.
So playing the little tap on the yellow stone at the top of the 8-foot, not looking to move it very far, just wants to take away the run back on the red.
I was anxious to try to hear Mark's comments there on whether he thought he threw enough weight on that shot or if there is that one rock that, if it just sort of, he's had a couple that have come up a little lighter than what he's expected.
Lots of room.
weight's good.
Lots of room.
If he's
lots
throwing
of
them in the
room.
same order, it's been the second
Gotta
one that's
curl.
been giving him the
Gotta
trouble.
curl.
But
You don't know if he's mixed up the order, if they've
It
started
looks
to worry
close.
about them, yeah.
If you want to touch it, gotta curl. Okay.
Brett looking to tap that and perhaps block the other turn with his shooter.
Might have just moved it
A
up
little
enough.
light.
They can see
Yeah.
a 7, eh?
My weight's good. The line's
much.
perfect.
Yeah.
You can go here.
Good throw.
I was going to say that
Well,
might
he
be
kept-
Rachel's only shot is to come around on
thought
that
it was
out-turn draw down there.
He kept the yellows hooked, so if she can get
I don't
around, there
think
won't
it's
be a
gonna
run back
curl a
available.
ton.
When I switched, I actually
Perfect.
took a little weight out of it.
Right? Like, where was he?
This is a new path, though. Like,
I don't think I can bury.
You don't have to.
That's dead buried.
So Rachel going to look at the wide out turn draw. It's really the only choice she's got. She's got to get around the stone that Brett Gallant just threw.
Just the same.
It's not even critical to get shot rock
Yeah,
here. This
you were
is
right to this one line
about
on the out turn, on the in turn.
cutting down the damage.
I think that's close.
But if she could get even just to the edge of the button, she'd be sitting shot rock, and it'd be very tough to get it out without jamming it on the one at the back.
Well, and that's what Mark was trying to explain
Exactly,
to Rachel. It's
Don't kill it early. Don't kill it
the
early.
angle that you leave.
Line's really good, hard. Looks light.
And we heard Brett Gallant say as they were lining this up that
I don't
she was
think
going to
she's
have
even
to
in
get
the
into a
rings here.
fresh path.
Keep going, keep going.
That's going to come up
Keep going
short.
just so that
throw over
Speed over
here.
there.
Or do you want to try to tap this in?
I was going to say she said at least she saw enough there to keep going, try to avoid the split
Let's
for
just play one or the other.
5, but
I think the tap.
Time's still an issue,
Yeah.
so
Same path I just
Brett or
threw, Josh.
Jocelyn to just
Tighten
pick
up
one.
the
but
ice a bit, though.
well, that'd be a
Yeah,
split
like
for
middle
6.
of it, you think's probably pretty close.
doesn't look like there's room by the
Yeah.
red to make the split, but the tap
for-
is
I think at
on the same
I think at
path
side
as
of
they
the
would
red,
have
like
played
right
for
the
the
edge of the
draw.
red.
all-
That's right.
all
That's
game.
what Rachel was saying.
Outside.
Stay on it just
Outside.
to
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Pretty much middle.
Pretty
try
much
to
middle,
avoid
It's only a
giving
couple
up
feet
6
slower here,
instead
not
of
much.
5 or 4.
T-line weights, like,
yeah.
Well, it's 4 right now if she doesn't throw.
Sir, do you want to?
no.
Needs to move this rock just maybe 2 inches to get the 5th point. I don't think there's any way she could get in underneath that red for the 6th one.
Heavy. Really heavy. Well, maybe not.
It's okay.
Just get on the nose of it.
Got a curl. Got a curl. Got a curl. Got a curl. Hard, hard, hard.
Has to get by the red first. She's got a nice line.
Shot.
And 5 points.
And it will be 5 on the board for Jocelyn Peterman and Brett Gallant. They jump up to a 9-4 lead with 2 ends left to play.
Great shot.
And they still have their power play left.
A little more than I want.
So Rachel and Mark are going to have to play a very aggressive 7th end here. You need a big count because, you know, stealing against that power play is going to be a little tougher. Certainly stealing a multiple is going to be tough.
Brett. No?
What's she saying? We don't have choice.
I think she wants to play your power play.
Right.
Unless they want us to. 5.
Still 8 and 9 games in. You know, it's not instinctive yet. This
An
is still a
insult to
new
injury,
game for
hey?
everybody.
It's not the first time we've seen that either. John Eppingley in our game last
Play
night
next
wanted
time.
to play the power play in an end where they didn't have last rock. And
Okay.
that's the rule on that. You only get it once a game and you have to have last rock.
For release.
Softer?
Yeah. Line's good. A little tight.
Back 8. Back 12. No,
Really?
I don't know. I think so. How's her line? Pretty good, eh?
Yeah.
Just gonna let her
Curl
die.
here. No, you're good.
Beauty, Joss. Whew. Real nice.
Comes down, sits right on the face, bumps it a couple of inches. That's where you know it's a good shot when you can't even tell there's a red one behind it.
It's
Top
all there.
4,
It's all
top 8.
there. It's all there.
Top 8.
It's all there. Lots of room. Go ahead, whatever you think.
Rachel looking to follow this down, sit on top.
Nice shot.
Perfect. So Brett Gallant, this is the final stone of this end where he won't have a chance to hit something.
I think the weight's good.
Line's good. Broom, broom.
After this one, they'll be looking for a way to make Red Rocks go away. So
Weight's good.
Mark Nichols on his next one will be trying to find
Gotta curl.
a place to put this, an angle perhaps where
How are we doing?
no more than one rock,
now, hey?
one red
Yep.
rock can ever
Line's
go
good,
away.
Line's good, line's good, yep. Good throw.
Call, Josh.
They've kept everything on a line so far.
Yep.
Weight's good.
Line's good. Whoa. Needs to curl a bit.
Right to it.
That's good, that's good, that's good.
Mark Nichols, knowing that they're eventually going to have to deal with those yellows, needed a little bit of angle there and
Same thing.
comes across that stone, sits right on the corner of the yellow, so that'll give him the angle he needs to perhaps move one of the yellows out. That the back yellow right now is going to be hard to deal with.
Looks like one of the drills we
Line's good.
use at clinics and stuff called line dancing, and this just goes to show why we do this drill.
Line's
It's
good.
your drill is to put these rocks on the line, and here we can see why it's so important, because
Room.
any kind of a bounce off changes the complexion
You're
of the
bumping
end.
hand.
Heavy, yep.
Okay,
Ooh, disaster.
you're not on the red.
Take it and roll.
Wanted to get onto the red, just slides by it, and now there's some angle
Sorry.
Like two line maybe.
for Mark Nichols to perhaps be able to get rid of a couple of those reds.
Freeze one more time.
The
or is
issue will
it
be
too
whether or not he
long?
leaves a double on the reds. That's what they're worried about.
Like I could nose that.
No. And those are gone.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's okay.
What if
Yeah.
we played something like? No.
I think.
Gonna
you
call
come and play
timeout.
this right here. The back 8.
Yeah. Try to leave this one over here.
Not
Right.
even that far, just there, so that this just jams straight.
Okay. Back 4 weight. Back 8.
Yeah.
So the issue here
It's
that
a
they
nose.
can't, because of the scoreboard, of course, they can't
Yeah.
afford to leave a double. So looking to keep these yellows in play somewhere. It does give him his chance to break the angles a bit. They know their red on the button's not going anywhere. It's safe, but how do you score extra
Back
points
8.
right now? You got to make some room.
It was a blonde moment.
Easy.
Back 8.
Is that what you call
Whoa.
Okay.
Close.
I do curl.
Yep.
Yeah.
Really hard. Really hard. Really hard, Mark.
Might have over curled just a hair, doesn't touch the second yellow. Wanted to kind of
put
pop
these
both of
wide.
them where they
Yeah.
could use them. That
Gain a
probably
little
leaves a double
light.
on the top
Because
reds
7.
too.
Yeah,
I should throw it hard
A
enough
little
that it'll
bit
go off.
lighter, I think what he
I
called.
think thin is good though. Like
Yeah.
thin half.
Okay.
Let me know where we are. A little more ice, Josh. Just move your broom for a sec. Okay. Right on the edge, yeah. That's good.
Brett Gallant again, one more time with the big weight, looking to hit. You heard him say
Whoa.
about half.
Good.
Oh, gotta curl.
He'll jam it onto the
Curl,
one red and
curl hard,
should be enough to
hard,
spin them
hard.
both out. And actually, he won't be disappointed at all to move that
Oh, where did that?
Yellowstone out of the side as well.
Nice save.
Back four, we need to release this.
Same weight. I think I need more than that, Rachel.
So the issue now for Mark and Rachel, in order to try to create room for an extra one, they've only got 2 rocks left. They need to open up some space here. He's going to look to
Never.
bump this with enough weight to move the back red back a little bit. And he wants to stay on the top yellow with just a little bit of angle. Can't be right on the face.
Whoa. Don't want to roll off too much.
Perfect. He's got enough angle to move the 2 yellows. Probably only, don't know if he can get any more than 2 points though.
So.
Just need to keep my second one just a hair.
I think Jocelyn will be just looking to guard this.
You threw a guard like middle of 12 out here and it ran pretty good. Hey,
Yeah,
it's not that much heavier.
Curled nice. Yeah, you're right. It was good speed. Yeah, it was good speed.
Yeah.
Halfway, aim for halfway.
Okay.
Yeah, right now it looks like Rachel's only shot for 2 would be to hit the stone. Mark Nichols just threw on the outside, try to move both yellows, and the middle red won't go anywhere. She needs to keep that red in the top of the forefoot. And Jocelyn Peterman's just going to try to take that shot away with a guard here.
Yeah, no, but I can run it.
Come here.
Doesn't want to be too tight with this. You already hear what Rachel talking about. She might be able to run the guard if she has
Just like to
to.
tuck a piece.
It is. Whoa.
Yeah, you might as. Can you see any of it?
I don't think so. Might as well run
Tucked a
it.
piece, but
Oh, it's nice there, and it curls. It curls almost like just as much.
Yeah.
might have to try the double run. It doesn't look like she's got anything on the outside of that stone at all.
7/8 high. 3/4 high.
I think 3/4 is closer.
Sitting 1, but already down big after that 5-ender last end. Needs to score more than 1. This is the only shot she's got for it. Not the shot you really want to have to throw with your last one at any time. Even if you make the contact, it's going to be tough not to spin the red stone at the top of the forefoot a little too far out. That back yellow is not going all the way out of the forefoot. It's going to jam on the red.
Make it curl.
Gets the 1 guard, gets the second, drives it in, but the red will spill out of the forefoot, and it's just going to be the single point.
So handshakes.
And handshakes. We have our first final here in the quarterfinals. Jocelyn Peterman and Brett Gallant will move on to play at 1 o'clock. They'll have to wait for a few minutes to find out who they're playing. All 3 other games still in play. We're going to turn our attention quickly to sheet 2. All tied up as they play in the 7th end here. Well, all tied up, or somebody hasn't marked the score. I don't see the 6th. Did we actually have a blank end?
No, there was the single point. And I believe Miss Q Fry opted to set up the power play.
Okay. So then it must have been a steal of 1 in the 6th then, and we'll assume until we see it go up on the board then that Ryan Fry looking for the run back. Just makes contact with the 2 stones, only really kills 1. And McEwen's continuing to sit 2 right now. McEwens do have last rock here. So if this was a power play setup, until we see that 6th end go up, we don't know for sure how many Fry and Miscue scored, but they must have scored in the 6th end. Chance right now for Mike McEwen to possibly set up the 3-ender. He's trying to loop another one around the corner guard. He's got to bury a good piece of this, doesn't want to leave any kind of a double. As long as he's got it buried well, Emma Miscue is going to have a decision to make whether she wants to risk giving up 4 or if she just makes a play on shot rock. And didn't get the bury. Might have left a double.
Well, Dawn McEwen in that 6th end was facing 3 Miscue Fry stones all in the 4-foot. She had a beautiful little come around to 1 in the back 4-foot, coming around 1 in the top 4-foot. And Mike McEwen on the sweep just got it by, because if she had ticked it out, then it would have been Miscue Fry hitting for 4. But that left Emma with a little tap up on hers and must have made it for the 1. Dawn McEwen with a saver shot, or else we might not have even seen this 7th end.
And it is up on the board now, just the single point for Miscue and Fry in that 6th. She's got 2 ways she could make doubles here. I don't think the triple's there. She's a little... Well, this is going to have to curl. Just gets by the guard, and that'll be a nose hit. Had to come up a little bit. If she curls just a little bit, she gets the double on the 2 yellows close. Curls a little more than that. They could have played the wide double as well. They had 2 ways to come at that one, but either way, it had to come up a bit.
Still, Dawn has to navigate. This is not a straightforward removal of the Ryan Fry Emma Miscue shot. Needs to... I believe they're playing the intern here, and she needs to get full nose, or else it will jam on the back corner 3rd shot.
Yeah, we don't have the greatest camera angle in this one, but we're actually seated right in behind this sheet, and she can just barely see all of this stone.
Well, even if she hits half and gets the jam, she should still roll in for 2nd shot, but for sure they want the 3.
Yeah, this is a big extra point to get the 3rd one as opposed to only 2. And this is, she did not throw a lot of weight here. They're going to have to go just to get this by the guard. It's not going to happen.
So just the 1 point.
Boy, almost no weight on that. She's just got like back line. It's just a single point, and so they're going to be tied up coming home.
That's one of the rare misses that we've seen from Dawn. She's just had a stellar weekend here. Just being too cautious with that last one.
Not sure if the other power play is still available or not.
And it looks like we will be having a new Canadian champion this year, as they're kicking the rocks down on sheet 4. So Laura Crocker, Jeff Walker, with a 9-4 victory over Kaylin Park and Charlie Thomas.
And it is a power play setting up here in the 8th end. So that makes that miscue there on that last shot look a little bit bigger. They're going to need to steal this 8th end to win. It does cut down on the amount of decisions you have to make here with the power play in use. You're going to have to throw the center guard, and you're going to have to try to steal this end. I'd like to get this stone back to the center line. It's really hanging out there. It's a nice tight guard and a couple of inches off the center line.
So just briefly, while Emma is setting up here over on sheet 6 into the 8th end here with Marlies Kasner, Dustin Keltoff holding on to a 1-point lead with Hammer. It looked like in the 7th end, Team Saskatchewan was going to score 2 or 3, but Lisa Weigel put in a fabulous free shot and Marlies couldn't do anything with it. So that team got the steal of 1 to stay in it here coming home.
Looking for the tick. Makes the push, puts that stone into the 12-foot. Shooter will roll to the edge of the 12 itself, and don't know whether Lisa will take credit for teaching her how to make that shot or not. It's Mike McEwen now looking to replace the center guard, and this being the 3rd delivered stone of the end, now Ryan Fry will be able to play Peels. Does have a few rocks that he has to try to negotiate it by, so there'll be a quick discussion as to which way he wants to go. Emma Miskew lets him know what he needs to hit, and Ryan comes out of the hacks. Just drives it by the top of the stone in the 12-foot, and his shooter comes underneath the corner guard, so just the 1 stone removed. But no jams, that was the important part there. Mike throwing another center guard.
Looks like Mike's kind of sensing the inevitable here.
Well, it's tough to expect a missed peel from Ryan Fry, but he wasn't in position to sweep that from either side. I could sort of read the lips. He was looking to split center because he felt that would be the best chance of jams on either side. Ryan's really thin on this one. Does make contact with it,
takes
but
on his own shot,
takes on his own shot, and that could come into play a little bit because now at least the McEwens can make them face 2. I think the comment there from Mike was he doesn't think he's going to miss the peel, so come around the corner guard now. Mike McEwen, one of those who throws with, well, let's call it the remnants of a corn broom. Has to set that aside, and
I don't know what happened
came
there.
up quite a bit short trying to come around this corner guard. So now Ryan Fry will have a chance to make a play on the yellow stone in the rings. That's just to make sure that they don't have to play against 2. The middle's going to be open. They're looking to roll towards the middle. Makes the hit. Well, the shooter's going to roll to the edge of the 8-foot, just off the 4. That might not be such a great spot for that rock. It gives Don McEwen a chance to maybe come down, sit on the corner of that, and where Mike's last stone is, you wouldn't be able to get at it from the other side. This is going to give them as much 4-foot as they could hope for, I think.
I think they called a timeout. I thought, got the sense they were a little short of, of time, just the way they were setting up on those guard attempts.
Yeah, I'm sure they're playing the corner freeze. The discussion here will be about the line because, of course, this is a path you don't throw a lot in this game. A lot of the rocks going to the middle. Now you got to try to find the line to get one 2 feet off the center line.
But Ryan thinking, of all shots to leave Don McEwen, one of the best leads in the whole world. This is
They must
one
be
of
getting
her
really tight for time. I think they called both timeouts, but just the one stone left.
So playing into Dawn McEwen's strengths here. Not that she can't hit, but certainly this is her forte.
Needing to steal here in this 8th end to move into the semifinals. Has to get shot rock on this. Chance to put it right on the corner with some cover. She can make a good one here. She can force Emma Miskew to draw a cold to full 4-foot. Both of them in position to sweep. This is real close.
It's over curling, but might just
No,
get
she's
up
got a
there.
great
Got
one.
it. It's perfect.
Great shot, and Emma Miskew, no choice. She's going to have to draw a cold to the 4-foot. It's an open draw.
But more pressure than what you were
Yeah.
expecting. A little higher degree of difficulty than how this end was setting up for them.
Yeah, really, if Ryan Fry just nose hits that last one, Dawn can't make that stone that good. Without that stone to freeze on, the stone she's got is open enough you could pick it out.
So need some nerves of steel here.
Yeah, and well, we've seen in the 8th end, you just never know how heavy it might be down the middle. You can hit some fudge.
Just
Weight's
keeping it
close. She hasn't really picked up the brush on it yet. Gets into that middle area, starts to grind down, and will come to rest at the edge of the button. Emma Miskew and Ryan Fry will pick up the victory over the previously undefeated McEwens, and Fry and Miskew will move into the semifinals at 1 o'clock. And they will play against Peterman and Gallant, the winners in our feature game. And that leaves just one game on the ice on sheet 6.
This is Lisa Weigle's final shot. She's looking, I believe, to throw a guard. Epping and Weagle do have shot rock halfway on the 4-foot center line. Team Saskatchewan is second shot back 4-foot, just biting the 4. And there is third shot, top 12-foot, just off to the corner for Weagle and Epping. So I'm not sure if the call here is to tap up their center line 1, or it looks like it with the weight.
Yeah, I would expect they're playing the tap. If they just straight guard, there's a double on the reds that are already there. She'd like to get this straight back, maybe put it right onto the face of that yellow at the back 8-foot. Oh, great shot. Moves it a couple inches more, she'd be sitting 2, but for now, she's got shot rocked, no double available.
So right about now, Kasner and Keltoff have this 1-point lead. Marlies needs to find full 4-foot to claim the victory. She has to be careful with this too. If this ever overcurled and tapped them up, it would be for the loss. So Marlies looking though to wrap this game up here. Right about now, we're going into an extra end.
And the nice thing here for Marlies, that redstone is fully on at the top, is fully on the other side of the center line, so she's not having to go any wider than they would have played all end, or all game for that matter. That draw to the button is such a common shot in this format. They should know the line for this. She won't have any backing. It's similar to what we just saw from Emma Miskew. She's going to have to draw cold. Needs full 4-foot, almost a bite of the button.
And what's different? I mean, Marlies skipped a lot in her junior career, but it's a different feeling when you're the lead and now you're thrown into this last rock skip position.
And again, they've been off and on the sweep. They're close. She's got line into the middle. Now, is it going to stop in time?
No.
No, and does rub the red. And maybe fortunate rub the red. If it gets by the red and touches the yellow, it could have been 2. So headed to an extra end. Well, this has been a game where both teams have had a little bit of control at one time or another, and maybe fitting in that way that it's going to go right down to the wire. Weagle and Epping had taken a 2-point lead early in the game. Team Saskatchewan was able to pick up 3 going into the break, then opened up a 3-point lead of their own after the 5th, and you can see 3 straight singles from Weagle and Epping. They've got themselves into an extra end.
I'm not sure how that 7th end got away from Marlies and Dustin, as there were 2 yellows and they were drawing to sit 3 to prevent a pocket. And then the next thing I looked, it was Weagle and Epping putting up the steal, so there must have been a miss of some sort by Marlies. Well, that last draw was just so close. That was just a couple of brush strokes.
Yeah, either way. And you can certainly understand, I mean, they had put a couple of brush strokes on it early, but that's one of the difficulties about drawing to the middle at the 8th end of these games. So much of the traffic's in the middle, it can fudge down a little on you, and they didn't want to not brush it at all and have it die.
So where we talked about having 3 of Brad Gushu's teammates out here, here's the third teammate from the Rachel Homan team, Joanne Courtney. They had the whole team here playing on various teams, but Joanne and Ree Crothers lost out last night. But again, just shows how strong this Rachel Homan team is when their team is all in the playoffs.
Came down, nudged that Yellowstone, and rolled over just a hair. There'd be room for Marlies. Come down, sit on top of that, maybe get to the inside. Actually, she might not even want to get to the inside right now. They've got last rock here. Like to bump it. I think that's really nicely done. She's kind of keeping the play away from the center line area right now. John Epping's going to have to come down, move that stone, and try to flop towards the middle. You can start to get a wall at the back of the 4-foot. And this is the 3rd delivered stone of the end, so after this, Team Saskatchewan will be able to peel some stones. You have to expect Dustin Kaltoff will look to remove that center guard. They just need room to score 1 here. Now looking to get some curl now. He definitely wanted to get to the inside of this. He was looking to tap. He's going to be well on the outside. Taps the yellow onto the red at the back.
Still concern there for Team Saskatchewan, because you can see where Marlies has her broom there. Whoever gets there first is going to have the advantage here.
Not if you peel the guard. If there's an in-off on the red, the guard's the one hurting you. And this is one of those situations we talked about all weekend where teams get blinders on and you forget that, you know, in a regular game, you just peel the guard in this situation. The decision would be whether to try to peel it towards the red or just play the straight peel the other way. It looks like that might have actually been what the discussion was about. One of the possibilities, you could try to run that red towards the one on the side of the 4-foot and kill 2, but you actually might need that stone.
Well, again, it wasn't inferring that the draw was the call there. It's just that where Marlies was clearly
I was just
talking
surprised they were worried about that.
That was going to be potential difficulty.
Still discussing which side to hit this from, and I think this is the right call. Hit it from this side. Leave that one on the side of the 4-foot. I think it's high enough up that if they absolutely lock the freeze on the yellow at the back button, you could come off that. Makes the peel. Now you can expect, this is almost like traditional curling where you can expect a little bit of a cat and mouse game. You're going to have to throw a couple more guards, try to make them waste one or two at least on peels, and you'll have to make a decision. Do you play that freeze on your last one, or do you play it on the second last, hope that they hit and roll off, and then you have a chance to play another stone, maybe a guard, maybe a freeze in there again. So definitely a guard on this one. Well, sweeping this like he's trying to bring it right in. So I guess maybe perhaps thinking they're not going to get a miss on the peel. So you hope for the miscue and the jam here. Didn't get the freeze though, left some separation. There's a chance here. Dustin Kaltoff could maybe make as many as 4 rocks go away. The only one that's not really going anywhere is that yellow at the back of the button.
I'm sure Team Saskatchewan would like to see possibly too that red one. It's the back of the 8-foot.
Yeah.
Go on.
Kind of take this off the top of that stone. You could get rid of the 3 reds for sure, and I think maybe the other yellow stone goes. Well, he clears the ones at the back, but does get the 2 reds. Shooter rolls out of play.
Well, he got rid of that side rock. That was
well, and that might have been part of John's thinking. That side rock, not sure who that could have benefited yet. So John Epping will look to add maybe a 1.5 feet of weight to the stone he threw on the last one. Lock this right on the face of the yellow.
just checking the time clocks there, and everybody's got just over a minute.
They do get a timeout in the extra end as well. Gonna have to go to hold a line on this. Doesn't really want to over curl it at all. Does lock it right on the face. Dustin will have to try to blast this out. He's gonna have to hit this fairly thin. Both yellows behind it'll go. I guess depending how much it drags, actually the one might actually stay in the rings if it jams solid enough.
Well, and
Shooter will leave.
Dustin, like so many of the players out here, has this huge weight capability.
It's not critical that he gets this stone out of the rings, but he needs to get it off that button area. And the farther over he can get it, the better. Makes the hit. Goes straight out the side, and boy, there was enough drag there that stone jammed solid, stayed right there.
So likely want to, excuse me, leave this up at the very top of the button.
That's what the discussion will be about. Do you bring this to the back, freeze it right on, and hope that Marlies Kasner rolls off when she tries to follow it down, or place it on the front half of the button, force her to try to pick it out and hope she jams? You've got that one red at the back of the 12-foot that could come into play if everything rolls out. John Epping in position to sweep this, and this is one of the teams that we've seen both players will get into position to sweep. think one of them is using a broom that they use for the direction, and the other is using a broom that they will use to try to drag it as far as they can. Not sure which is which. Have to think when they're sweeping like that. John's trying to drag it. And it looks like they're trying to come down to that stone.
And the term that we've been hearing all year long, carving it here for the line.
Not going to get the curl she was looking for. Bumps off, and it'll be a nose hit. Doesn't even need to stay. Open hit.
Just has to make sure she gets up to the nose here.
And with the trouble that there's been drawing in the later parts of the game because of the fudge and stuff, I'm sure Marlies will be happy to have a hit here. In a path they definitely know. Dustin Keltoff staying in the house to hold the broom on this. Have to assume Marlies is going to get up to sweep.
Just keep it clean.
And that's the call. The call has come out for clean. That's always a good sign. She makes the nose hit. Actually picks up 2 here in the extra end, and Team Saskatchewan will pick up the win, and they move on to the semifinals at 1 o'clock. So the semifinals are set. We have Miskew and Fry playing against Peterman and Gallant, and in the game that we will be featuring, it will be Team Saskatchewan facing off against Laura Crocker and Jeff Walker. That'll be at 4 o'clock, or pardon me, at 1 o'clock. The finals at 4. We'll be here for both games. We hope you join us. Thanks for being here this morning. We'll see you again at 1 o'clock.
So long.